Test labs is the formalisation of our test and research laboratory, designed specifically for testing and researching the whole question around infection, prevention and control. We're particularly focused around the hospital environment because we feel it's an important area, it's our focus, it's where we've come from. This whole environment is designed specifically for helping us understand how infections are transmitted in the healthcare environment and what we can do, what technologies, what innovation we can bring to healthcare in order to minimise the risk of patients acquiring infection whilst they're in hospital.
Test Labs facilities has the ability to test modern decontamination technologies. We can do efficacy testing, we can test materials for compatibility, and we can develop cleaning protocols to make sure that all the products that we use in NHS or healthcare are being adequately assessed and fit for purpose in line with decontamination protocols.
The facilities that we built over the last year has the capabilities of hosting different size chambers. These test chambers will allow us to test all of our technologies and any other technology to do with decontamination of entire rooms. By the use of these test chambers, we'll be able to achieve and to answer very difficult questions in terms of efficacy and how efficacy is achieved using decontamination systems.
The facility here is made up of not only microbiology expertise, but it's also got the understanding of chemistry, material sciences and other expertise, and the purpose of having those expertise in one space so we can hopefully give a holistic view of the infection problems that face hospitals today. Our depth of understanding of this field of infection prevention and control is really what sets this whole facility apart.
So we've invested in test labs in order to ease the bottleneck in equipment and product testing to try and support our NHS clients and medical device manufacturers with the latest decontamination technologies and cleaning protocols in order to support with this global pandemic.
Today we've had Paul Bristow, who's the Conservative MP for Peterborough, and Rob Hughes, the Chairman of Peterborough City Hospitals. We're in a position right at the moment where the laboratory isn't actually live, so it was a great opportunity today to get a few people together in a COVID-secure environment and help them understand and just explain what we were doing. We're celebrating the opening of a unique facility for the UK.
This really is cutting-edge stuff. Some of the technology and some of the equipment here is unique, not only here in the UK, but also unique in Europe. And it's really exciting to see this technology being rolled out in our NHS, and it can solve some of the problems we have with the coronavirus and infection control, and it can make a real difference saving people's lives in this country. What's really impressed me is the innovation, the fact that we're not just trying to create something that already exists. This is trying to find new solutions to new problems we've encountered. And speaking to some of the guys here, they've already told me a number of stories about how they have managed to repurpose, if you like, or decontaminate PPE equipment at short notice, allowing the NHS to keep running, keeping patients alive, and doing the things we all need our National Health Service to do.
Well, lots of things impressed me. The first thing was the pace at which you've been able to set this operation up. I was impressed with the pods here and how they're pioneering some work, very important work to do with COVID. I also heard that there's other work that you're doing that would be a broader benefit to healthcare.
Inivos is born out of a passion for preventing and controlling infection inside hospitals. We believe it's one of the most important things that faces the world today is how we're going to reduce the risk of patients acquiring infection whilst in hospital. The genius of this facility is it's not only a facility that hospitals and the public sector can get access to get a deeper understanding of their challenges. It's a space where medtech businesses can bring their challenges, they can bring their new product development, innovations, technologies for us to do that independent test and validation of what those technologies actually deliver by way of reducing the risk of infection to patients.